Hi, this is Daniela Wolf with Bestie Life, the podcast, and this is your community to support you through the little and not so little events that make up your day-to-day life. From the I've got this moments to the I just can't moments. We are here to empower all women to find and develop the skills they need to find peace, balance, and the bliss in their busy. Through solo episodes as well as interviews with amazing women who share their journey and their story and how it works for you. I hope you find the inspirations to make you laugh, think, as well as maybe rethink what you thought you knew, and connect as we realize that we are all living similar ups and downs and don't have to do it alone. So excited for you to hear this episode, and thanks so much for joining me today. This is Daniela with Bestie Life, and today is part 4 of the series Finding More Calm in Your Day, and it's about just finding more overall calm in your life. If you haven't already, please go back and watch the first 3 episodes. You're not going to want to miss them because they do build a little bit on each other. The first one was finding more calm in the moment. The next was finding more calm in your mind. Third was finding more calm in your home, in your space. And then today, again, is finding more calm in your life. And while it's not about just finding like peace and quiet, because that can be impossible, but it's about finding things to integrate and weave into your day to create moments of joy, and really tuning into yourself and finding those things that are going to help provide that joy and happiness. I wanted to share too, if you haven't heard of or read the book Joyful by Ingrid Fetell-Lee, I actually started listening to it as a book on tape and had to buy it because it was so just kind of applicable. You know, like you heard something, you read something, and you could immediately tie it into your space. I walked into my work and saw things very differently. To being able to really identify, they say happiness comes not from one large moment, but from stacking moments of joy throughout your day. That's kind of her principle. So if you can get the book, she has a TED Talk as well. But just in general, so when you're trying to find calm in your life, it's about finding not just, like I said, peace and quiet, but you want joy, you want happiness. And those are the things that are going to help bring you that bigger sense of contentment and happiness with your life. And so some of it is rediscovering yourself, refinding those activities that really were you. So many times as moms, we give up that sense of self. We push aside our things, our activities, our habits, our things that really maybe made us or brought us joy. And it was interesting, I started picking up knitting again a couple years ago, and my kids were shocked. They were like, wait, you knit? I golf. They were like, you do this? And I think, I realized I was keeping from them that person that they kind of wanted to know. Who was I? What did I like to do? What interests did I have separate from them, because that's all they had known for a period of time. And that was part of my own transformation, was realizing doing these things for myself that made me, that I loved, not only was good for me, but my kids really got to know who I was as a person. They were interested, they were intrigued, and there were things we could do together then as well. My daughter wanted to try knitting. My son and I went out golfing. And it was something that then really created almost a stronger bond between, the people in my life, rather than feeling like it was alienating and isolating and something to feel bad or guilty for. So really to go back and find what were those activities that made you, because it's not even just then figuring out what those things are, but really making it happen. And that can be the hard part, is finding the time, intentionally making the time, prioritizing it, so that, because if you don't make the time, it's just not going to happen. And so you need to look at all the things, that you either used to do, wanted to do, whether it's joining a softball team, gardening, painting, reading, baking, all things that don't have to be done in isolation. You can do with groups of friends. You can do as part of activities and clubs. But just being able to rediscover and commit to those activities, you're going to find what help kind of rebuild that store in you of your energy, of your happiness, of those things that really light you up and make you and can help relieve your stress. And that's the thing, is by finding things that are going to relieve your stress, that are not just about meditation and journaling and yoga, and I love those things too. But it's about, really tapping into who you are and finding those activities so that you can get out of your head. You can get in the moment. Like, I love my stand-up paddleboard. Being out on the water, and I'm not even a water person, but being out on the water and taking the time to do that is how I find my peace. I can center. I notice things. I notice nature. I notice the birds, all sorts of things. And I can get out of my head for a little bit and stop the constant chatter and to-do list and conversations of things that I just need to let go of. And so being able to kind of create those habits, create, those activities, even like with friends and connection, can help then build those other ways to find that calm in your life. Another thing in my program, the Chaos to Calm Mom Method, is your lifestyle loop. And so some of them we've talked about a little bit already when it comes to, your space and how you organize it is one way. How you dress, show up with confidence, what makes you feel like you're most you. If you have to wear a uniform, that might be what you wear to work, but how do you then show up in your own life so that those are the things that bring you joy? Whether it's a certain scarf or a piece of jewelry, what pieces really connect to you? How you manage your time, we've talked about. How you sleep, whether you're not getting enough sleep. Paying attention to those things can then help you create calm in your life. Having a set of routines, whether it's about a sleep routine, a morning routine, again, your social connections, how you move, how you eat, all these things, by having an awareness and an intentional plan for some of them, are going to help you find that calm, because it's not on the fly. It's not part of the chaos. And so being able to set up some different habits and routines and systems around these areas are going to help you find that calm, because you have consistency. And even, I work with teenagers during the day, and even though they can fight rules and habits and structure, that is also what brings them that safety, is that consistency of knowing what to expect. And in our own lives, if we have some consistency, if we have some routine, that is going to bring a sense of calm, as well as eliminate decision fatigue, because we don't have to keep thinking about what's next. And that's going to, take another stress off of our plate, as well as then looking at our daily kind of detox. What's our daily routine to help us, whether it's during the day, to help get rid of those moments. And you can go back to, like I said, the other 3 episodes of finding calm in the moment or in your mind. When you first wake up, are you checking your phone right away? Or can you do like a daily digital device detox of not checking your phone for the first half hour that you're up, and that's your time to just do something for you? Or maybe at the end of the day, even if phones stay out of your room, I know so many people use them as an alarm clock. If you can get a real alarm clock, being able to have a nighttime routine that doesn't involve a device and using that as part of your daily detox time is also going to help you find that sense of calm. And then even if there's periods throughout the day. So, there's a lot of different things that can fit together based on not only the first 3 parts of this series, but also in this part. This is so much of what I help you with in the Chaos to Calm Mom Method. If you want to get the link for that free opt-in to really dive into the Chaos to Calm Mom Method framework and be able to have those steps, be able to see all those pieces together and be able to start integrating them for yourself, I can definitely send you a copy of that opt-in page. I hope you've been able to follow all 4 parts of this Finding Calm in Your Day series. Let me know what areas you were able to integrate into your own days in life, as well as if you have any questions. I would love to be able to support you in your journey in finding more calm in your day. Thanks so much again for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know any questions or comments that you have. Also, if you can please leave an Apple 5-star review so that this episode can be shared with more women. There's 2 quotes that I love. Alone we may be strong, but together we are stronger, as well as when women support each other, incredible things happen. So let's be stronger and incredible together, as well as maybe just have some fun along the way. Thanks so much and talk to you soon. Bye.